One of the best ways to find a company's personality is by checking out their social media pages. So we're going to dive into Instagram for 3 companies to see how these companies are sharing their personality. First is a company we looked at before, Chubbies, the maker of short shorts. And their Instagram page is full of user stories or user submitted photos. Most of these photos, and I actually listened to an interview with the founder of Chubbies, and most of these are just photos that people send and submit. And because they have been doing this for a while, so many people are submitting photos that a lot of their Instagram marketing is done for them. And you can imagine why this works well, because you're seeing real people, normal people, well, quote unquote normal people. Some people might not say normal people, people that maybe you want to be like. And if you see all these people posting, it's not, the slick model. And they even say this, they start out, the company start out, they're all kind of big, chubby dudes wearing short shorts. So they're not going for the sort of perfect skinny model look. They also have a lot of old dad photos, and that's kind of their kind of thing too. The reminiscent old 70s, 80s photos of your dad in the short shorts. And so you can see here just lots of fun photos. Not a lot of graphics, just photos, but they also kind of they memify them. And so they do very simple graphics of just some text on top of the image. Momming level expert. Let's see here. Doing the ostrich the best way to avoid cute couples pics. So they do these, they make them funny, and that's their personality. Let's look at Tom's, which is very different. Tom's goes for the more classic, beautiful look. Their photos are perfectly composed, well lit, well edited. They do tend to have very beautiful people in their Instagram posts. So they're going after that model look. And that's a different way of going after people. If you see all these beautiful people wearing their shoes and their products, for many people, that's going to make you want to wear and purchase Tom's shoes and products too, because you want to be like these beautiful people. That's a marketing technique that's worked for a long time. And so you can just tell their personality and their voice and their tone from these photos. They're very high class, very beautiful. And not that you have to have beautiful people to have this beautiful style, but they do extra work in terms of composition. And not all of these photos have people in them. Some of them are just photos of the product themselves. Some, it's more of a lifestyle thing. So for this example of this photo of this girl on this lifeguard tower, you don't really see what shoes she's wearing. You can kind of tell she's wearing Tom's, but it's more about the lifestyle of it, with your pup. This is a great photo because it's advertising for the shoes, or it's marketing the shoes, but what do you look at? You see this cute pup. So a totally different style of voice and marketing for Tom's compared to Chubbies. Let's look at one more. MailChimp. So this is a new company we really haven't talked about. MailChimp is an email marketing tool, allows you to grow your email list, send email marketing sequences and emails. And if you look at their page, it's just funny, silly. Their name is MailChimp, so it is almost automatically going to be silly. So you got these crazy funky photos with, monkeys, MailChimp written with mustard on a hot dog. I think that was actually for National Hot Dog Day. That's probably why they did that. So just completely kind of absurd. And a lot of them you're like, well, what is this about? It's, how do you market in tech company that does email marketing? Do you just post a bunch of pictures of your tool, your application? No, MailChimp has gone crazy the opposite way. They're showing just funny, weird people, they've got their brand identity. They got the monkey as their brand identity, or the chimp. Sorry for chimp monkey fans. Chimps, I believe, are a lot different compared to monkeys, but they've got their chimpanzee as their mascot, and that shows up a lot. But just bright colors, that's another thing. But their voice is definitely fun, silly, and they show that personality in these photos. And that's, different than maybe another company like Aweber, I'm curious to see if Aweber, another email marketing tool, has an Instagram account. So you go here and they do. Oh, they got some silly stuff too, showing, looks like behind the scenes of the worker, but a lot more professional. You know, they're showing the equipment, they're showing these sort of stock images, and you know, it might work for them. A lot of these sort of techie in the office, much different than the MailChimp. You can kind of tell they got this mascot here who's a little bit different. Let's look at one more because I think comparing these brands is important. ConvertKit. This is the one that I actually use. They cater towards sort of smaller bloggers. So let's go to ConvertKit. So a lot of photos at conferences. You know, maybe this is just because this conference just happened, but yeah, they show a lot of these internet gurus and thought leaders and experts. It's cool, but it's different than the normal everyday people. This is showing professionals use their tools, and as an individual, as a business, you're like, wow, all these people use this. It's not like, wow, I see a monkey, that's funny, I like their branding, that's eye-catching and memorable. Probably ConvertKit and Aweber's pages aren't as memorable as MailChimp, but you can definitely tell their voice. See here, professional, super sort of that stock image look, which I don't think personally is the best. Even though I use ConvertKit, it's not the best marketing because you don't really see much personality. Anyways, I think this was a really interesting experiment to look at the Instagram accounts for these different companies. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other companies that you'd like us to check out, or if you have any advice or tips for us, please let us know. And we can't wait to see what you do with your own Instagram marketing and just digital marketing voice.